I see different visuals from what we saw when we spoke to you earlier. People have already started together.
Yes, Maseko, the numbers are trickling in slowly, and I'll raise my biggest concern with what's happening are the mosques that you see. You can literally count the mosque in one hand here, but the supporters of former President Jacob Zuma already in song outside the former president's homestead in Nkandla. I can count at least 80 people from the time that you've been here. These are the ones that are just moving along, which we do understand. More delegations are expected to come through here. We understand earlier on in the morning there was a delegation meeting at the Mboti Toll Plaza, and already they're making their way in this direction to come give support to the former President Jacob Zuma as he's still undergoing those matters in the Constitutional Court, where he was handed down that 15-month jail sentence for defying the highest court in the land, even defying the State Corruption Commission. But you can see the biggest concern here are the mosque and the COVID-19 regulations that are not being followed. In fact, Maseko, some 5 minutes ago, there was a police van that passed by here and did nothing, watching it all happen as these supporters of the former president converge in support.
Aviwe, are you able to speak to any of those supporters to find out from them? Of course, we know they're there to support the former president and to protect him, as they've been saying. But where are they from, and why are they opting not to protect themselves and each other from COVID-19?
I see this is the ANC Youth League Zama branch, but I'm going to try zoom into some of them to get a word, trying to also socially distance. But Kudwama, I want to get that understanding. Aren't you concerned? I mean, no one's wearing any mask here. You're not concerned about the COVID-19 pandemic?
We are in a situation of a war. We know that any war has got casualties. So now it's about Jacob Zuma. The things that they have done to Jacob Zuma shows directly that we are at a war. So in any war situation, you go all out as a soldier and as a revolutionary and you go and fight.
Is that not a reckless statement given the number of people that are dying because of the pandemic?
We understand that there's a pandemic, but now the material conditions on the ground, they dictate that we do the action that we are doing. Because we see one of our bones being vilified by white monopoly capital and those who are sellouts. So we're saying, before they get Zuma, they must get to us first. That is the message that we are sending.
Maseko, one of the members of this delegation from the Zamokuhle branch of the ANC Youth League from Vryheid, reiterating sentiments essentially that I've been getting throughout Mostov yesterday. They're saying that it's a war and casualties are part of a war, but of course these are reckless statements given the pandemic that we're under and the number of lives that we've actually been losing. But in talking to many of the people, even Amabuto, suggesting that they'll support the former president in whatever stance the former president takes. If the former president chooses to adhere to the Constitutional Court and hand himself over, they'll be supportive of that decision. But if it goes the other way as well, where the former president still even defies the judgment given by the highest court in the land, they're willing to lay their lives for the former president. Essentially, Miseko, even the policemen, the one or two that have been visible on the ground here, in speaking to them, they have fears around how this will all fall out. Because at the end of the day, they're not the ones that want to be in the way of these supporters in having to collect the former president.